Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's like, shut up, let's get this done with.
So much. Win this election for the values we share and the vision we hold for our country. But I feel
That'll be the vision of non-apocalypse, by the way.
how disappointed you feel, because I feel it too. And so do tens of millions of Americans who invested their hopes and dreams in this effort.
I personally wasn't disappointed. I just really didn't give a shit. Nor did I vote in the 2016 election.
This is painful, and it will be for a long time. But I want you to remember this. Our campaign was never about one person or even one election. It was about the country we love. I always will. And if you do, then we must
Maybe your supporters don't give a shit about red state voters, and that's why they hate you. Is that better? That could have been more accurate, yes.
accept this result and then look to the future.
It's not the only reason why they hate her, but it's fine.
Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead. Our constitutional democracy enshrines.
I didn't mean just being the city elitists or the Walmart backers in Arkansas. A combination of them, and then in addition to other things that are posted, I have there. But technically, the Waltons did have the most effect on as a family, probably towards the alteration of structural economic forces in communities across red states. Possibly, that might be true, but possibly. I mean, they have. I know it's probably true. By the number of jobs in the aggregate, and then just dispersion of small towns, and then the alteration of Main Street. Yeah.
The peaceful transfer of power. And we don't just respect that, we cherish it. It also enshrines other things: the rule of law, the principle that we are all equal in values.
As in, you wanted to possibly live on this planet more than 12,000 years. So that's how you would get into that. Even living on the planet more than 12,000 years, you also don't take into consideration the ice ages, which are the smaller ones, and the hot houses, which are the smaller ones.
The aliens who supported Hillary are horrible monsters, and that's just it is what it is. They had Hillary as president, not the other ones. And then there was their frenemies had tried to loop in some other candidates on so-called alteration loops. But yeah, you live in a shitty galaxy. It's just what it is.
And even some of those last a couple hundred years and go back and forth. And they have very interesting eventing. So if these things are as far.
So now our responsibility as citizens is to keep doing.
You absolutely do not owe Donald Trump an open mind and a chance to lead. No, Donald Trump should have been reviewed for organized crime prior to the election and should have been removed. And that didn't happen. There's plenty of people who can speak to that, as America is a shithouse of dystopian as I related earlier about the people who actually they allowed to be deciders. You had a problem with who you let be deciders, and that's why those kind of things didn't transpire. As far as why Trump was not removed 5 years ago for his any number of reasons. Your respect for your democracy is fake. So your respect for the procedural things that blocked real decisions, like doing that investigation. You two. I don't know if you were too worried about the media risks if say there was one person who wanted to do it inside your agency, but you're too worried about what the media is saying. This is an attack. No. So like you're stuck in rhetoric and the spirit which was fake probably 200 years ago, as you know, the people who wrote these things. The times were different, but even still, like you know. You know, the deep state of the 1700s may have been a little bit more darker, or relatively the same darker as it is possibly now, just with different versions, different technology, or different methods with their dystopian abilities. But I could go on. It's just that you were resting on laurels. Doing the gold standard in 1970, technically everyone has been resting on their laurels for 50 years. So I don't think anyone has made appropriate decisions for the past, I'd say 50, 40 years, just based on the fact that it was a significant alteration in the monetary system at scale for your planet, which is a one-time event in a technological age. So in Moore's law and technological age. So, you know, as far as get temporal heads are concerned, your perspective may have been altered. And as a Homo sapien coming derived from chimpanzee DNA, you might, or primarily chimp over other things, you might not have the strength to self-actualize how weak some of your decision making is. Um, anyway, she didn't win.